哦，好。我这里有一个袋子，在这里，要吗？哇，我看就这样子就可以了。帮我夹着。可以吗？
可以，好，你试试看，可以。
阿弥陀佛，有开吗？
有。
阿弥陀佛，好像没有。哦，那边没开。Very good. Where's Lola?
She's coming.
Oh, she's coming. Okay.
You can relax.
开了吗？开了。好，好像有声音了。好，有了。
Testing. Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Test. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Testing.
Yeah. Okay. You're good.
So the volume okay for all of us? If you could just make sure it doesn't go into the red when we're all chanting together, that'd be great because that way
Testing.
doesn't peak.
Testing.
It's okay? Okay. Yellow is fine. Okay.
Is it good? Can you? It's work, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll be beginning in just a few minutes. So if people could please find a place to stand. 我们大家请静，找一个地方站。我们在几分钟就开始了。
And I recommend if people can come a little bit further.
可以在前面。
Because maybe one road we can keep open for people in sashes, but otherwise, and same from over there, because the new people who come later, it's difficult for them to enter. So next to maybe art, you can stand. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please come closer.
Okay, we go gather in the
first
Buddha
one
hall.
we keep for people in
尽量往前
sashes.
站啊。
大家请静。
大家往前站，这样。
Just repeating, please come closer because the people who will follow later us.
Yeah.
Maybe keep like 2, no 4 maybe. Because some people in sashes will stand in the first row, but next row we can fill in.
Okay. So I think people will slowly trickle in, given it's a Lunar New Year. I think people are busy preparing in the back. This is the time of the year when everyone cleans up their house, at least in Asia. Hopefully also clean up our hearts as well. So very happy everyone could come. Welcome to Berkeley Buddhist Monastery. I see some new faces, but many returning faces. And this is the one time of the year when one of the most commonly said phrases in BBM, our Berkeley Buddhist Monastery, is actually appropriate. What do we say, Jing Fosher?
Our
Vietnamese was very bad.
Yeah, what that means is Happy New Year in Vietnamese. But we say this every day here at BBM. Because Jing Fosher really loves the new year, and it makes him very happy to remind him of the new year. So every day is a new day, a new year. So very happy people could join. Today's program is also very special. We're going to recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Maybe a simple meaning is Mani is like this inherent goodness and wisdom we have within us. Mani is a pearl. It's like a precious, wish-fulfilling pearl. And Padme means lotus. So from this pearl, what blossoms is this infinite, compassionate lotus. So we sometimes say you find this inner stillness inside with this pearl, and then this flower blossoms as compassionate action in the world. Say compassion in action. The CIA.
那个
Okay.
Mani Padme Hum 吗？那个就是我们后面那个观音，它的一个咒语，哎
Yeah.
Mani Padme Hum， 它的意思就是自由、平等，哎，大家都非常自由，好像大家来这边，我们一起共修，哎，然后平等。像就是说，你看，我们都摆了这个观音菩萨在那里，所以这个它有这个这个，那我们每天大家一进来都是在拜他，就这样子。
So he said, Om Mani Padme Hum is also the mantra of Guanyin Bodhisattva, has a meaning of freedom and equality. So it's a very auspicious mantra, and every day when we come in, you see Guanyin Bodhisattva in the back, and people pay their respects.
And you see, this is in Sanskrit, so we're connecting to our roots in many ways.
Yeah.
Back to India and the Buddha, and to Brahma realm, because this is the language of the god of the Brahma.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of our program, we were going to start with just chanting Om together, because we thought that sometimes when we come to the monastery, we're not really taught how to chant. And what's really important is when we chant, we really let it resonate in the body. I don't know if you want to lead the Om.
Sure, we can do it. So we need to make our bodies as instruments. We start with simple one-word exercise, relax. The body can produce a pure sound when it's very relaxed. So the first, relax our bodies. And as we relax the muscles in our face, shoulders, belly. Use diaphragm to chant. We chant from here, not from the throat. And we can just try to let this sound out. We start with Om. The Om is the primary sound. When you go into India, everyone understands what is Om. Om is the very auspicious one-word mantra. It's part of Om Mani Padme Hum. And let's chant all together Om and let this air flow out, relax, and put all heart into it in the relaxed way. Okay? So let's try it all together. Good. But a little bit more vigor, a little bit more energy. But imagine that as you breathe in, you feel in your lung with the breath, and like a balloon, slowly release the air. The last chance to really sound well, because we will recite as a part of the ceremony outside too, so we can bring this nice vibration to the neighborhood and to everyone. So let's go. Last time. Thank you for this our short sound tutorial. Everyone received A's. And now we can start our ceremony.
A plus, not A.
A plus.
A plus.
A plus.
Yeah.
He gave you plus extra.
I guess
A
he
plus,
grew
plus,
up here
plus.
in Silicon Valley.
Three plus.
3 plus.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations. So the program is, right, you want to Jin Chuan go over what we plan to do?
Let me turn down the mic here. 1 second. So what we'll be doing is we'll start with the incense praise, which you have in your booklet in front of you on page 57. Chance to offer the incense to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and invoke their sacred presence. And then we'll chant Om Mani Padme Hum, walking around the neighborhood. So we will first recite here, and then we'll walk outside. And so what we'll need to do then is we'll have these speakers. I don't know if anybody will volunteer to help carry one. I don't know. Okay, Art and Victor. So you need to be within about like 40 feet of us to be able to have it sound. So one could be in different places. And then we will walk around, and here we give it to Victor, and they can carry it right now. Do you know how to turn it on? There's a little power button on the side.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky. You have to make sure you push the right one, because there's 2 sides to it, and one of them looks very similar to the other.
So
it
you
says
see
power. It
power.
says power. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll walk around outside 1 loop. There have been some new developments at the monastery, so the back now is very beautiful. You can walk by all the new kind of flowers and landscaping, and then we'll walk around the house, come all the way around, come back into the Buddha hall, sit down, recite, sitting down, and then silently. And then after that, we will do the 3 refuges, bowing to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, bow to Master Hua, because on the New Year, what we usually do is we actually pay our respect to our parents and ancestors. So it's honoring our roots. And here at the monastery, you can say our roots come from Master Hua's kindness, that we can actually all learn the Dharma and practice together. And then after we bow to Master Hua, we're also going to bow to the Buddhas on behalf of our ancestors and our parents. So that's the spirit of it. So we dedicate the goodness from our practice to our kind of the roots that come from this body.
So
right? Each of us have this body that came from parents, that came from previous parents, all the way back.
So nobody will miss out, even if it's not physically here, can receive benefits of our presence here.
After that, we have a very special surprise. I'll give it away now, but we have a storyteller, so I won't say more. Some sharings and then a brief exercise for everyone before we have our meal chant and lunch together. And if you're able to stay a little bit longer, after lunch around 12:30, we'll have another story here in the Buddha Hall with a talk by Reverend Heng Sure, and then dedication of merit. Finish the day probably about 1:15, 1:30. And if people want to stay just maybe 30 minutes afterwards to help clean up, that'd be great. We just need to put the chairs away and get the monastery back into a kind of tidy state. Okay, so everyone understand? Chinese 需要中文吗？听得懂？我们炉香赞念 Om Mani Padme Hum， 然后我们就会拜三皈依上人，为我们父母来拜佛菩萨，然后我们会一些分享。所以我们今天的这个活动就是这样子。我们去外面 Om Mani Padme Hum 的时候，你们可能要穿一下鞋子，我们会走一圈。When we walk outside, you need to change onto some shoes so you can walk 1 loop around the house in the backyard. And make sure you have your jacket if you feel you're going to be cold outside. Okay.
那什么时候要照团体照？
Oh, Jing Fosher asked for a group photo. How about we do the group photo after we finish the sharing, right before lunch? So right after we do the sharing, we do the photo. That's when I think most people.
Oh,
Or maybe we want the kitchen people here too.
Or maybe just before lunch.
Just
we
before
move,
lunch.
Then we can invite from
Yeah.
kitchen people.
Before lunch.
Right before lunch.
Okay.
Because later
Yeah.
people will probably leave
Okay.
and so forth.
Okay.
Before lunch, we take a group picture here.
Group picture, okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss
Good.
out.
Yeah.
So we start an incense praise.
Page 57.
Can you offer the incense?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Sweet.
Incense in the censer now, how it's burning. I hold the Dharma realm receives the fragrance from afar the Sivas, oh, the Buddhas, all in heavenly sweetness. In every blaze auspicious cloud appearing, our sincere intention does fulfilling, as all Buddhas as now show their perfect body, I Namo incense cloud o piaibo orisaba aima asava ainamo incense cloud o piaibo orisaba aima asava ainamo incense cloud o piaibo orisaba aima asava. So now recite Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, and we'll be walking outside. So if you need to put on your shoes, we'll do it in the front. We'll walk out the front door. We'll go out to the right, do a big loop around the house in the back, around Wisdom House, and then come back around the front, and back in the front door. You can take off your shoes in the front door. Okay? So this is Om Mani Padme Hum. Careful. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani
Wait for people to wear the shoes.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
He can walk.
Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Okay, man, slower.
Mani
Padme Hum. Om Mani
Me.
Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Padme
Oh.
Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum.
Babe, babe,
Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Hum. Om Om Mani Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Mani Padme Om Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Mani Hum. Hum. Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Ah,
Mani Padme Hum. Om Padme Hum. Om Mani 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 Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. Padme Hum. Om Mani 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 Padme Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Hum. Om Mani Padme 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 Hum. Om Mani 我们静坐3分钟, so we'll sit quietly for 3 minutes. Just like in recitation, you want to first have a stable base. You can straighten your spine. Relax. And in your heart, you can continue to recite Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, so we'll now all stand and do the 3 refuges, bow to the Buddhas, and bow on behalf of our parents. 大家请起立。
You want to stand? We'll sit.
It's okay. It's stand.
So do the 3 refuges. The 3 refuges is, if you need it, it's in the recitation handbook, I believe around page 50.
Yeah, 50.
Page 50 is to the Buddha I return and rely. To the Buddha I return, I rely. 这是英文的自皈依佛，自皈依佛。So this is our true home, a true place of refuge is the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha.
Those in the back can do the half bows. So
我站在后面，你可以问讯。好。To the Buddha I return and rely, vowing that all living beings understand the great way profoundly. and bring forth the Bodhi mind. To the Dharma I return and rely, vowing that all living beings deeply enter the Sutra treasury and have wisdom like the sea. To the Sangha I return and rely, vowing that all living beings form together a great assembly, one and all in harmony. Now pay respect to Master Hua. Master Hua's image is right here in front of us. Or you also see his hall in the back, honoring our teachers, our lineage. 所以我们现在要拜上人，宣化上人。在前面我们他的一个像，然后后面也有一个祖师剑，是说来尊重我们的祖先，我们的祖师大德。好，我们可以很诚心的来拜上人，这个感恩心。So we can bow with a heart of sincerity, with real gratitude for what we've received. 顶礼万佛堂上上玄下化老和尚。Wait, I do the English too. I bow in worship to the Venerable One, the Noble Shu Preceptor. I bow in worship to the Venerable One, the Reverend Xuan, the Noble Hua, Lord High Master, the city of 10,000 Buddhas. Ding li wan fo tang sang sang xuan xia hua lao he sang. I bow in worship to the Venerable One, the Reverend Xuan, the Noble Hua, Lord High Master, the city of 10,000 Buddhas. Ding li wan fo tang sang sang xuan xia hua lao he sang. I bow in worship to the Venerable One, the Reverend Xuan, the Noble Hua, Lord High Master, the city of 10,000 Buddhas. So now is a chance to bow to our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors, and you guys say all of our parents throughout all our past lives, going out into infinity, wishing them all well, and bowing to the triple jewel on their behalf. So 现在我们可以为我们的父母、祖母、像我们的祖先，不是那个 grandparents。 我们的爷爷奶奶，我们祖先跟我们累积的我们的过去生的父母，都是一切众生，我们为他们拜那个三宝，希望祝他们快乐、平安、吉祥。So in our hearts we can reflect our parents are here with us, as well as our grandparents and our ancestors. And in our hearts we really wish them well. And together we all bow to the triple jewel. 所以我们可以在我们的心里观想，我们的父母跟祖先都在身边，我们都希望互相慰好、祝好，然后希望大家我们一起来拜三宝，有个生命的方向，有个真正的归一处。So how we want to say this? Oh, you want to hit the big bell? Okay, yeah. Okay. So we have a big bell. Not too loud, Jing Fosher.
Once a year.
Once a year we hit the big bell. Okay. So I'll just read out loud and then we can bow together. We bow on behalf of our ancestors and families and all those we care about to the three jewels. Huh? We bow on behalf of our parents, our ancestors, our families, and all those we care about to the three jewels. Amitabha. You were a little bit too excited there.
Too vigorous.
We bow on behalf of our parents, our ancestors, our families, our friends, all those we care about, to the three jewels. Okay. Half bow. Okay, we invite everyone to please be seated. Please be seated. We have a special surprise for everyone. And we have one person who can't be seated quite yet, and that's Brian.
It's Brian, our New Year surprise.
We're going to have a story from our resident storyteller. So Brian, if you're willing to come up, we're happy to have you share a story with us. You want to give a quick introduction, Jing Weisher, as I give Brian a setup here?
He's our dear noble friend, and also want to welcome Warren, his wife, as well. They came together, a big support of our community, and you know, Brian Connor talking about the roots, keeping what's our generation sticks together stories. We learn stories from our grandparents, great-grandparents, and pass to the new generations. And you see Brian perfected this art, how the story connected the heart, but not just to the heart, can bring us back to the times when we were a child. And you remember when we sit around them and they tell the stories, we're just eating everything with our eyes and ears. So Brian is one, I can say, worldwide expert how to tell the story to connect to the heart. And if you have an opportunity, you can find in Amazon actually collections of the story what written by him and collect. And we have some story circles over here. People learn how to do yourself. And we hope we'll continue in the future and conditions will be right. Maybe in the Redwood Forest, we can bring these stories again alive. But Brian, please come here and very happy to have you with us.
Happy to be here.
Great.
这是 Brian Conway， 他是我们讲故事个故事叫故事家吗？他在这边 How long when you started the Buddhist storytelling circle here?
1997.
1997. So 28年前，他在我们 Berkeley 道场讲故事。但是我们讲故事是好像回到我们小时候一样。We hear a story just like going back to our childhood.
Yeah.
So how about you can sit on the stage?
Stay on the
How about
stage.
we
Okay.
can sit down here.
Yeah,
on
we're
the
standing
bottom.
here.
Want me
We'll
to sit?
replace.
Yeah, you can stand. You can stand.
Stand up. Okay.
Yeah, or however you wish.
We
Okay.
can say drama master in the sense of dramatic sharing the story.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Okay. Dharma master and drama master.
Drama
Okay,
master.
That's good. Good. Okay. Well, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year!
Yeah.
When Grace was a little girl, her grandmother told her all about Guanyin Pusa, the Bodhisattva of compassion. She told her that Guanyin listens to the sounds of all the world and responds to the prayers of those in need.
I think okay.
She told her stories
I think okay.
about how Guanyin saved the son of the Dragon King.
He's good.
And another story about how Guanyin transformed into a peacock with 100 eyes to watch over all living beings. And she told her about all the miracles that occurred when people chanted her name sincerely. Now, on the night that grandmother died, Grace had a dream in which grandmother told her to travel to Putuo Island, and there she would see Guanyin Pusa. Recognizing the dream as grandmother's way of communicating with her, she made arrangements to travel to China. A month later, she flew to Shanghai and then drove to Wuzhen, where grandmother was born. And there she bowed to grandmother's spirit and to the many ancestors that she had never met. And the next day, she took a bus to Luqiao Harbor and then boarded a ferry to Putuo Island. As the ferry arrived, the island was enshrouded in fog. Strong winds and crashing waves pounded the shore, but the moment that Grace set foot on the island, it felt like coming home, like she'd been there before. For the rest of the day, Grace strolled the cobblestone streets and the dirt paths, searching the green hills and the ancient temples for a glimpse of Guanyin Pusa. She searched the rock walls of the cave of the Brahma voice, where generations of pilgrims have reported seeing apparitions of Guanyin Pusa. She searched in nooks and crannies, on the surf below and the sky above, but Guanyin was nowhere to be found. By the end of the day, Grace had walked for miles and she was exhausted, so she found a quiet spot to rest under the broad canopy of a camphor tree. She sat down and she leaned her back up against the trunk of the tree, and she closed her eyes, and before she knew it, she fell asleep. And 20 minutes later, Grace awakened from her nap, and when she opened her eyes, she saw directly in front of her an older woman staring up at the branches of the camphor tree. And the woman realized she'd startled Grace, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you." In her best Mandarin, Grace said, I didn't know I'd fallen asleep." And the woman could tell from Grace's accent that she was not from China. And so she asked her where she was from. I'm from the United States," said Grace. "Oh, you're a long way from home. What brought you here?" Grace explained, "This is going to sound strange, but when my grandmother died a month ago, she told me to travel to Putuo Island, and there I would see Guanyin Pusa." The older woman said, "It's not strange, but it is a coincidence, because I had a similar dream In my dream, my grandmother told me I would see Guanyin Pusa, but not here on Puto Island, in San Francisco, near Golden Gate Park. She would be standing under a cypress tree surrounded by pink flowers. She would be barefoot, wearing a flowing white robe and a jade bracelet around her left wrist, holding an upturned water vase. Oh, if only I was younger, I would travel to San Francisco. Well, the two women talked for a few more minutes, and then they said goodbye. Grace spent a couple more hours on the island, and then she boarded the ferry back to Shanghai, and a week later, she returned home. Now, when her plane landed in San Francisco, she took an Uber to the home she shared with her mother near Golden Gate Park. She unlocked the door of their house, and she called out, "Mom, I'm home!" But there was no answer, so Grace went into the backyard, and there was her mother, standing under their cypress tree, surrounded by the pink flowers she'd planted. She was barefoot, wearing a tattered white bathrobe and the jade bracelet she always wore around her left wrist, holding a watering can, watering the flowers. "Well," said her mother, "did you find Guanyin Pusa?" "Yes," said Grace, as she smiled and placed her palms together. "But I didn't need to travel 6,000 miles to find the Bodhisattva of compassion, because Guanyin Pusa is always close to home." Thank you.
Great, wonderful.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Okay, so we have our next part of our program we're going to have some words of wisdom or blessings from Dharma Master Jing Fo. I was so happy to see that he decided to join us to walk around Berkeley Buddhist Monastery. He first thought it wouldn't be easy for him, so he said, "I'll just stay in the Buddha Hall." And I walked out, and what do I see? I see Jing Fo coming and following after us. And he started walking around. He was so vigorous. I was like, "Slow down, Jing Fo." He's ready to go. So I'm very happy to see him. So 我们现在有会几句是那个净佛师跟大家分享。净佛师今天看到他这么快乐，这么精进，跟大家一起念 Om Mani Padme Hum， 我心里很快乐。本来他说他可能不会跟我们去外面绕那个道场在外面，因为可能走路比较不方便。所以我们开始走的时候，我就想他可能不会跟我们一起来。当我走下去，头一回过来的时候，看到净佛师走下来，他很用功的下那个楼梯啊。他开始带路的时候走很快，我说：“哦，净佛师，你可以慢下来，慢一点。”他有这么多精神，今天是非常快乐，他跟大家一起来念佛。所以我们念 Om Mani Padme Hum， 所以我们先那个净佛师来分享。我把这个网上的这个那个 camera 给大家看得到。好。
Yeah, New Year is very important, right, Jing Fo Shi?
Yeah, 我们非常感谢大家来一起，我们来做这个今天的这个法会。这个是我们2025年，2024已经过去了，龙年已经过了。那今年，那我们现在就是2025年了，所以这个我们一个年的开始是非常重要，大家能够聚在一起，大家都非常高兴，非常有缘。
Do multiple things at once. I changed the camera position so we can see Jing Fo Shi. 好，今天我们在 Berkeley 道场可以跟大家我讲英文。So welcome everyone to Berkeley Monastery. That you come to Berkeley Monastery to join this assembly is very auspicious, very wholesome. And to come together means that we must have past affinities with one another. We must have, you could say, maybe been good friends with one another or relatives, that we can all gather together here at the monastery to practice.
我们今年是新年的2025一个新年的开始大家知道今年是什么年吗？大家知道吗？
So this year is 2025. Does everyone know what year this is in the zodiac, right? The Chinese zodiac. What animal? I'm sure snake.
Okay, Nam has
Right?
5
Is that
points.
right?
Yeah, no,
Snake. That's right.
Yeah,
Snake.
蛇年啊。
蛇年. Snake.
今年是蛇年，所以蛇年是大家要非常小心这个小心就是说，你不要踩到这个手，踩到这个手的时候，它会咬你一口。意思是说，我们的这个表示说，我们的做事情你生活都是要非常小心，你不要去踩到这个做这个蛇的这个事情，所以这个我们是今年要非常注意的这个事情。
So what do you need to do on the snake year? You need to be very careful. You don't want to step on the snake. You step on the snake and the snake can come and bite you, and that'll be very painful. So what does that mean? Well, in this year, you want to be very careful. You don't want to step on, you could say, maybe in English, step on a landmine in our lives and create ourselves a lot of problems. So we want to use our wisdom and our kind of awareness, pay attention, and don't do things that can cause us a lot of problems. So we want to be extra careful, extra conscientious this year.
所以这个蛇蛇也不是说这个完全不好。你就像我们的这个古时候有《白蛇传》，它是来白蛇传》的故事，我相信大家是不是都有知道？就它是来回报这个给我们他的这个感恩的这个的一个故事，所以这个《白蛇传》呢，它这蛇年说不是完全不好，它也是有感恩的心。
So also, you could say snakes aren't, you could say, all bad. It's not like, oh, snakes are bad. There's also stories where snakes come back out of gratitude, wanting to repay kindness. There's a kind of a famous legend where there's a kind of called the White Snake Chronicles. It's a very famous story in Chinese culture, and we won't tell it now. But the snake comes back wanting to repay kindness, kind of have a past connection.
还有这个这个蛇我记得先生上人在讲法的时候他这个手都会跑来听法，这个来听先生上人讲法。讲完以后，他又走了，所以这个是非常，蛇也是非常有灵性的。
So also in the past, when Master Hua was sharing Dharma, was teaching, sometimes a snake would actually come to the lecture. He'd come into the lecture, listen to the lecture, and then at the end of the lecture, he'd actually leave. Actually, this is a real story. If you hear the senior teachers come, the snake would come, sit there. It was a long snake too. When Master Hua would go and take a look at the snake would come up and look almost Master Hua to the eye, and then go leave. So quite amazing. So Jing Fosher says, so snakes also have, you could say, a living nature. You say kind of a spiritual nature, you could say, this kind of efficacious life.
还有我们我们知道像金范师在六龟 六龟那里就是都有蛇在那里，蛇洞啊，蛇什么东西的、我以前好多蛇哦，你去那里的话，你不能踩到蛇，所以这个要非常小心。那意思就是说，我们今年蛇年，我们大家做事情要非常小心，这个六龟那边假如说那个范法师在那里，因为我去过那边，真的是有很多蛇，那里蛇的话，它常常都会出来，但是你不要理它，它就走了，就没有事情。
So another place where there's a lot of snakes is in Taiwan, in Liugui. People know Dharma Master Jing Fan. He's taking care of the monastery there. And there are many snakes at Liugui. Well, I think there's less now. So if you go now, you don't see as many. But in the past, there were many, many snakes. And you have to be very careful when you walk around. You don't step on the snakes. So the best was you don't bother them. You don't step on them. It doesn't cause any problems. So this year, I wish everyone to not step on any snakes. Don't cause your life any problems. Be very careful, and it'll be very wonderful. Amitofo. Amitofo. Okay.
Okay, nice. The time and I can share a few words. Are you ready, Jinchuanshu? Okay. So welcome, everyone. Today we came here to the monastery to reconnect with our true selves. In the truth, we always connected. We are connected through our past to our ancestors, for our grandparents, parents, and going forward to the future generations. And spiritually, we also connected to Guanyin, and you can find them maybe in your backyard. We're connected to the teaching of Master Hua, Master Xuyun, track back to Master Hui Neng, Sixth Patriarch, Bodhidharma, to the Buddha, and beyond. So we are here to truly welcome back who we truly are.
好，大家好，我们今天到道场是要说回到我们的真心，我们的自信。那你可以说我们没有离开我们的自信，我们真心，我们自信跟真心都永远在跟着我们一起。我们来到道场呢，我们就有个机会可以说记得，我有这个真心。这个真心连接的呢，跟我们的父母，跟我们的祖先，跟我们的亲戚、佛友，我们跟就上人的教法，跟上人、跟诸佛菩萨都有这个连接。所以我们来到道场呢，可以说是就回家一样，回到我们的自信，找到我们自己的真我。
So to do this first, we want to connect with our bodies, with our hearts and spirits. What often kept us or keep us disconnected is sense of lack, the feeling of kind of discontent, feeling of separation from our families, from ourselves even, and from the natural world. And those feelings often are underlying narratives written by society, unfortunately. Be productive. Don't forget of the world's success. It's so important to be successful. More is better. But again, we came here to pause and reconnect.
所以我们为什么会跟你们说有这个没有跟我们自信、这个真性连接在一起呢？因为有时候我们就忘记了，我们有这个缺少的概念，好像我们不够。我们从哪里来的这个缺少的概念呢？很多时候是我们长大，可能在社会上啊学到，你需要某某什么样的成功啊，或者你要用功这样子那样子的，还是真正的可以说是一个OK， 你可以说你是可以说你够了，你够了。但是我们发现，我们有这样子的概念呢，永远都是追求这个够，但我们心里就是不够，心里就是个不够。然后这个不够，久了，我们就有一个什么 separation 这种什么隔离的心了，我们跟我们自信就隔离了。所以我们在道场今天这个新年的时候，这个好的机会，可以说把我们这个不够的念头想法放下，再跟我们的自信连接，跟我们父母连接，跟我们的家庭等等都连接，把这个不够放下。
So how we reconnect? The very strong method is gratitude. We can have a gratitude for all the gifts what we received. At the same time, we can acknowledge the burden what we carry on, the hidden traumas, the past from our generations. But what we can do, we can openly learn from them, release them, and we can offer amazing gift from the future generations. We can let go.
所以我们怎么可以说跟我们自己的自信连接呢？跟我们的家人、家庭就亲戚等等这个连接呢？这个就一个好方法，就是一个感恩的心。记得他们怎么照顾我们呢？帮助我们呢？就有这样一个感恩的心。甚至于呢，都有时候我们也被家庭有伤害，可能有一些痛苦。这个我们也可以有一个包容性，可以认识，然后一个包容，然后我们可以去原谅，然后也可以放下。我们放下呢，就是像一个布施一样，布施给我们的家庭，也布施给下一代，因为我们不把这个伤害呢再流转下去给下一代。
So the gratitude is the key, and the second important is presence. We are fully engaged when here and now. By softening our hearts and our bodies, we can welcome all the feelings what are arising. It could be grief or sadness, could be excitement. All those feelings belongs.
所以我们不只是感恩心呢，另外的你可以说还有什么很重要呢？可以说是住在当下，就这个当下，我们不用一直想过去、未来等等，就是在这个当下，我们可以感受到我们的身体的感受，我们的心里的情绪，然后就说欢迎、包容，然后就慢慢可以感化。这个是一个过程，就是在当下上可以来自己照顾到自己。
And especially when irritation or disagreement arise in our heart, we can welcome and again relax but not solving anything, but open our heart to the field of dissolving, and we responding with care, which create a new narrative for ourselves, with kindness, patience, and understanding.
所以我们有一些可以说不满意的地方呢，或不高兴的地方呢，或甚至都生气的地方，因为别人做的事情我们觉得不对啊，有时候会有一些冲突啊，特别在家庭里面，我们怎么来面对呢？第一个就是身体放松，可以感觉我们身体这个感受，我们心里的情绪，然后我们心里有这样子的一个放松的时候，我们就不用一直跟着我们这个以前的这个那个故事来跑。我们不要说，我要知道什么答案啊，我要得到什么解决方式啊，就是一个心理的这个压迫。反而我们可以有这样子的方式呢，可以来包容我们这个感受，反而我们这个烦恼就慢慢融化了，就不见了。然后我们可以在这个地方呢，开始一个新的故事，我们新的选择。这个选择呢，可以是一个慈悲的选择，一个忍辱的选择，一个互相明白、互相尊重的一个选择。
So we cultivate the gratitude and let go on the resentment, and this is a true gift to ourselves, to our families and the communities.
所以我们有机会可以真正的培养我们这个慈悲心，然后把我们这个怨恨心放下，这个是真正的布施，布施给我们自己，布施给我们的互相的人希望大家都好。
So when we connect it to ourselves, when we have a peace and content, these guys give us a protection for any temptations, for distractions, and we can see even overdose the social media, food, or even sometimes using substances.
所以我们有这样子的心呢，这个平静的心，我们不会被外面的东西被叫诱惑吗？不诱惑是 do like 诱惑 when it hooks us? I don't know. Yeah. 是 yeah. Okay. 不要被外面的东西被诱惑到，像我们电脑啊，有很多那个 social media 啊，或者我们电视啊等等啊，甚至都像吸毒啊、喝酒啊这些东西都被我们心都拉走了，因为我们心里不够不满足。反而如果我们心是满足的、平等的、快乐的，我们就不会往外去跑。
So the true relief comes from reconnecting to ourselves and let go need for escape.
所以我们真正的快乐在哪里呢？是要跟我们自己的自信、真心连接在一起，然后不要怎么说逃避我们当下的经验。
And to the end, I want to quote someone recently I discovered, Jonathan Harvey, who says in his book, Screaming, I forget the name of the book, anyway. The quote is, the opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection.
所以我最后是想说，有一位说，我们很多时候上瘾的时候，你可以说我们上瘾的这个反过来说是什么？不是说我们就是说有觉性就说没有这个上瘾了，反而是我们有这个连接。
So we're connected to ourselves, to others, and to the communities. We protect ourselves from the impulses in the heart that lead us to astray.
所以如果我们跟我们的心里有这个连接呢，我们就不会要去往外去跑，去找到什么外面的东西让我们满足，我们心里就有满足心了。
So may the wishes that will come from the heart today and potential resolutions, if there's a new year, comes from this true heart, who we truly are, and of the place of deep connection.
所以希望大家今天有一些心愿呢，可以是从我们自己的真心，我们自信，我们跟我们自己跟一切众生都有这个连接的心，来可以说发愿，来有这个新年。
Happy New Year.
新年快乐！Chúc mừng năm mới.
Chúc mừng my nói.
Chúc mừng năm
Chúc
mới.
mừng my nói.
Chúc mừng năm mới. We can correct our
Happy New
Vietnamese. How
Year.
good is our Vietnamese?
We try to learn still the same mistakes. But anyway, we keeping trying, and
And we like to say, life is not about being perfect. It's about being a little bit less stupid every day.
have sense of humor around that. Life is too serious to take seriously.
Yeah,
Too good, too important to take it seriously.
我们有点开玩笑，说我们在生命当中，我们不是要一切都完全完美，就每一天我们就没有这么愚痴就好了，一天一直不是这么愚痴。Yeah, because then we live in the moment. We're learning every moment rather than living to some ideal perfection that we're trying to always meet that we never make. Okay, so we also wanted to do an exercise with everyone today because it's the new year. And we were going to do something we did also last year, which was have a binder of New Year wishes. So we made this binder last year called Berkeley Buddhist Monastery Lunar New Year Community Wishes. And we were going to pass out to everyone a card that you can write on. So here you see Berkeley Buddhist Monastery Lunar New Year 2025. And here it says, my wish for the upcoming year is, and you can fill it in. And at the bottom you can write your name. Okay? 所以我们今天也有个活动，因为大家来到道场，我想大家都是希望有可以说身心家庭一切众生可以说都是好的，都是圆满的，都是快乐的。所以我想我们有个机会，大家可以有个祝福，不是我们祝福你们，你们要 I don't know how you say make a wish 一个
please
书什么？许愿 ，OK， 许愿，一个许愿 ，OK， 许愿，一个许愿。
We're learning as we go.
Yeah, 我们许愿。See, I'm learning. I'm not a little bit less stupid right now. 许愿 ，OK，so 你要说你的许愿是什么？这一年，你就可以写你在这边，可以写中文，来这边就写你的名字。所以每个人都可以给一个，然后我们有些笔。So we also some pens. So maybe some people can help pass out, and also some pens here. I hope they work. Sometimes these pens dry out.
And we have more over there.
So here, 我们有些笔在这边。Go need some pens. You can grab a pen. Those have markers.
Move around, markers, and we have still to more of those. I think
Yeah.
it's enough.
So you can pass them out.
So the extra ones I maybe put on this cushion over here. If we don't have enough of them, please take them. We can write the wish for the new year, on the paper, and we put on the medicine master Buddha altar.
Okay, yeah.
You have the pen. We'll give you a pen.
会中文的你就写中文，会英文写英文，会日文的写日文。
越南文。
越南文越南文。
You know, write Vietnamese. You can write Vietnamese.
越南文有越南文吗？
有啊。
有啊。
Yeah. Jean Forster said you can write whatever language you like. Whatever language you like. Okay. Okay, great.
Where's Carter over there?
If you need more pens, we have more pens too. Okay, yeah, give her the pens. Either one. These are bigger, so you can't write as many wishes, but you can write a smaller wish with the thicker pen. Whoa.
Too small.
Too small? You want bigger pen?
Yeah,
Hold your hair.
Yeah,
It's this one, yeah.
啊，
哦哟。
这个
There you go. So we have smaller pens and also fatter pens.
Some microphones. Where do?
This one here. That one's out of batteries. Yeah, we can change the battery if you like.
Testing.
pattern.
Everybody have your newer wishes written down. If you made a mistake, you can get another one.
Again, we're not going for perfection, right?
Yeah. So keep your wish with you. Please keep your wish, and we were going to ask if anybody would be willing to share your wish with everyone. gives us some extra support, since we all can rejoice in your wish as well, wishing you fulfillment. And then after we finish, we'll take everybody's wishes and we'll put it in this binder and keep it in our long life hall, our medicine master hall, where we dedicate merit, wishing that everyone will have a happy and prosperous life. 所以我们现在大家可以写下来你的许愿 ，right？
Yes.
是四声啊，四声。
许愿。
许三声 ，OK， 三声 ，OK， 所以许愿，你们的许愿，然后你们有人有勇敢的可以分享，你分享也可以说大家有个机会可以学习，就更多功德，有人这个勇敢心，然后我们玩的时候，我们把大家的这个许愿都集合在一起，我们放在我们这个 binder 里面，就放在我们的延伸堂，希望大家身心快乐，然后身心自在，然后家庭平安，一切都顺利。Okay, so if you're still writing, no problem. Take your time. You can, if you really want to think about it and give it to us later, that's okay too. No problem. I was going to ask if anybody would be brave enough to be the first one to share. 有没有哪一位是希望开始跟大家分享你的许愿是什么？ Anybody? Oh, I see one right there and then one behind there.
Okay, good.
Maybe somebody help pass the mic here.
Can be some mic person.
Ming-Chi, if you can help pass the mic.
Well trained.
Ready to do
always
it.
Ready for duty.
Ready to serve.
In the name of the Dharma realm.
Oh, right here, right in front.
First
right
in the
there,
front.
with a green hat. Below. Yeah, there.
Okay, great.
Can you say your name? If you'd like to, you can say your name, just so we know.
Om Mani Padme Hum, everyone. Happy Chinese New Year. This is Stacy Chu. My wish for upcoming year is not to step on the snakes.
Okay.
Or not to have any obstacles and to be smooth, healthy, and successful and safe in this new year. My wish also for upcoming year is to offer sentient being to cultivate, practice their good deeds, and to be safe and to be healthy. 阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
Wow, great.
所以金佛师，你听到他的许愿吗？他的许愿是说他不要踩到蛇。
We know how we rejoice those wishes. Amplify them.
Yeah, this is our rejoice mudra. 我们的随喜手印，他说不要踩到蛇，然后希望一切众生都快乐。
Yeah.
Yeah.
很好，很好。
好 ，OK, one more.
So Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Cynthia. My wishes for this new year is peace in our heart and the world. And also cultivation by studying Buddhism and helping others. 我要讲
中文，你可以翻译中文。
你好。
Okay.
Yeah.
And what will men sign?
Wait, Chinese.
Oh, it's Chinese. Okay.
Yeah. 我的愿望是我们心中的和平，还有世界的和平。同时，我们的修行，一方面是学习佛法，同时也帮助所有其他的人。谢谢。
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥
阿弥陀佛。
Anyone in the right side here?
Oh, okay, we have.
One, great.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New
my
Year.
name is Tuan. And my wish for this year is the world filled with more empathy and less greed, and more collaboration and less competition.
Maybe so. Who else? Anyone want to make your wish even stronger as you speak out? And you go to YouTube and the whole world can hear it. So it'll be really strong. You know.
Very strong, yeah. Everybody knows.
Ming-Chi, you can read your.
Oh, okay. My wish is that my path will be clear.
Okay.
Wow, I like
Very
that.
simple. No snakes. No snakes.
No snakes.
No
With
snakes.
path is clear, you can see all the snakes, and you can have to
他
step.
希望他的这个走这条路是清楚的。我们看一下，没有蛇会踩到。Yeah.
Oh, please,
One more over here. Yeah.
over here. Please.
Her back behind with scarf.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
My wish is that I live from within to the outside, and that I create merit for self and others every breath that I can remember to. So inside out and content.
Oh.
他现在从身心、从内心来生活，然后也是希望他可以保持正念，那个呼吸快乐、满足。
Any others, brave women's or men's?
I can share mine. I wrote, "May everyone's wholesome wishes be fulfilled," and I added some things too to it. I said, "And may each step of the journey be fulfilling." So it's not just will you fulfill your wishes, but as you fulfill your wishes, every moment is a moment of fulfillment. And finally, accompanied by noble friends, accompanied by good friends. 所以我有这个许愿，就是说希望大家的这个许愿可以满足，然后每一步在走的时候，心里也是满足的。然后身边的人呢，都是可以说善友、善知识。
So it's not just enough to have wishes, we have to realize them.
Yeah.
So maybe I can read mine. For those who suffer from depression and mental disturbances, will find the light and reconnect with their true selves and their families and communities.
所以经纬是说他的是，有些人是怎么说suffer， 也是有痛苦，是因为有些心理病啊，或者生病啊。希望他们可以真正找到快乐，找到他们的真心，再跟他们自己连接在一起，跟别人连接在一起。
And Jim Fosher, you want to read yours?
Mine is 每天做好事，做好的事情，然后每天能够做好人，我们做人很重要，做好人，还有呢，睡好觉，睡觉，你能够把睡觉睡好，那你就天天起来就非常愉快，所以这个睡觉很重要。我们晚上的时候，能够睡好觉。
Okay, 我看看Jing Fosher的。So Jing Fosher's wish is every day do good things, do good deeds. Every day be a good person, and every day get good rest, get good sleep.
Good sleep.
Getting good sleep very important, very important. Yeah, especially when we get older, right? Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting good rest at night is important. Okay, yeah, rejoice. Okay, so Jingwei actually went to check with the kitchen. As he does that, anybody else have one to share? Anybody else? 还有别的人要跟大家分享吗？
团体照。
团体照 ，OK， 好。Jing Fosher wants to make sure we have a
Sorry, I already
group
submitted
photo. Oh, Stella. Okay, please.
Okay, so I hope everyone that has suffered from loss and pain in 2025 will soon recover with enough resources and support and to recover to a joy and gratitude.
Want to do Chinese?
我希望所有在2025年受到了任何的痛苦与失去的人，都能够迅速的得到很多的支持以及足够的资源，让他们能够恢复到快乐和感恩中。
阿弥陀佛。Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there someone else that want to share?
还有别人想要分享吗？Oh, one more here. Did somebody over here want to share? Shirley? You know? Oh, no. Oh, here, Tammy. Great.
Happy New Year, everyone. So my wish for the upcoming year is for the peace, contentment, and ultimate awakening of all living beings. May peace prevail throughout the Dharma realm.
Wow. You want to do Vietnamese? You can translate Vietnamese.
Dạ, con xin chúc mừng năm mới.
Chúc mừng năm mới.
Năm này ước nguyện của con là cho thế giới hòa bình, chúng sanh an lạc và có thể sống thành Phật đạo và sự hòa bình và an lạc tồn tại trong tất cả pháp giới. Nam mô Di Đà Phật.
Can you do Chinese too?
I try.
Oh, we test.
新年快乐，大家！我许愿今年所有一切都和平安乐，终身之道知足常乐，早成佛道，所有法界一切都和平安乐。阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
Wonderful. Okay, so what we'll do is people can turn in your wishes, and we'll collect them. If you haven't found somebody to collect it, you could just put it on the bowing cushion in the center there, and we will collect all of them, and we'll put it in our binder, and put it in our long life hall later, so that we can. Yeah, that's perfect. Then we will have it there for our whole year. 所以我们可以把大家的这个许愿都集合在一起，我们放在那个中间那个黄色的拜垫上，我们就可以等一下收集一起就放在我们的这个 binder。这个 binder 是一个 I don't know binder， 然后我们就会放到延生堂，大家可以回向。
So we want to ask maybe some volunteer if they can put into the
Yeah,
binder.
we can hit a binder a little bit later. We can.
Oh, can do it? Okay, great,
Yeah,
wonderful.
great.
And maybe Jinjosha can do a short break, and 11:15 they're ready
11:15
to be in the dining hall.
Yeah, so we did chant here though, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we can 5-minute break and
Yeah.
chant and we can go.
Okay, so great. So very happy people could join us today. And you can say we made this simple wish, but it's actually not so simple. As Jing Wei Shi shared, sadly, many of us live in, you could say, stories that are quite painful. Starting from, you could say, misguided wishes. First, one misguided wish is to always want to be right. That's a very misguided wish, which leads to a lot of suffering. You know, or always wanting to be in control, or needing things always to be a certain way. And what happens is these wishes that we want of peace, happiness, harmony, and getting a good night's rest, like Jing Fosher said, one good night's sleep, somehow don't manifest because we create so much anxiety and stress for ourselves. So we hope that by coming here today, this is a chance, as Jing Weisher said, to us to reconnect. And as Jing Fosher said, not to step on so many snakes. And maybe even befriend the snakes, you know, that they become our friends and support us on our spiritual journeys. And begins with this wish. Each of these journeys starts with this intention, right? This simple intention for goodness, and new things start to open up. So this is the beginning of a new year. It's a wonderful time to kind of clean up our house, clean up our lives, wash clean our hearts, and then starting with a new wish, begin the new year. 所以我们今天就是很简单的写这个许愿，可以觉得非常简单的，但是说真的，我们很多人都住在一个痛苦当中。为什么呢？因为我们这个许愿可以说是一个不是真正的快乐的许愿。一个最麻烦的许愿是什么呢？是永远都想要是对的，我想什么东西都是对的，或者一切都是我要控制，都是我要可以保护控制，不能让别人做比他们 做的事情可能会不好，所以我一定要一切都是我这样子的控制。这样子的心态呢，反而我们真正没有得到我们的真正的快乐，真正的平安。刚刚静佛师说他是希望大家都可以好好的睡觉，反而我们这么想要都是对呢，我都是对的，还是都是我可以控制的，就反而我们就很多烦恼，很多担心，然后都睡不着觉。所以我们今天来到道场，来个新年，是一个很好的事情。我们把我们这个家里呢都清干净，我们可以说我们的心里也清干净。来到道场，我们就发一个愿，发一个善愿，一个新开始，就往这个好的方向走。所以是非常难得的，非常高兴大家可以在一起。好，我们现在就回向功德。We'll now do our dedication of merit, and you can have all your wishes in your heart, as well as everybody else's wishes as well. And we'll dedicate it out for the whole world, which also definitely needs a lot of support right now. I mean, there's wars happening, people are hungry, as you wish, people suffering from illness and mental illness. Also those who passed away, some in our community also passed away recently. And so really extending our hearts, wishing everyone well. So 我们现在回向功德，可以祝一切世界都平安。I don't know if somebody helped pass out the dedication of merit sheets. I think we're doing May Every Living Being. There should be a sheet that has the lyrics on it. It's got music on it too. Do you see it there, Stella? So May Every Living Being. Which one? Which one? Yeah. You got it? Okay, great. Shiyama, if anybody need it, I think everyone will need it in front. This is the lyrics for May Every Living Being. Some have done it so many times at the monastery that you know it. So if you don't know the tune, that's okay. But if you do know the tune, please join in. You could say the dedication gains strength through everyone's voice and hearts. But ultimately, the most important is our intention, wishing everyone well. So the words are just there to help us. 好，我们用我们的诚心来回向功德。May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with hearts of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may our minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light dispel the darkness of our endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise. All please stand. 大家请起立。那我们一起来拜佛。We'll now bow to the Buddhas together. And please stand up slowly. Give some time for the blood to get back into your legs. 慢慢的起立。3 bows to the Buddhas. Bow in respect to the Venerable Master. So right now it's 11:13, so we will take about a 5-minute break, gather here about 11:18, and we will take a group photo, so you don't want to miss out, and then after that we'll do our meal chant. 所以我们现在就是5分钟的休息，大家可以用厕所，然后我们这边会回来这边的团体照。如果还现在轮不得到你用厕所没问题，我们念完那个灵斋仪过后的时候，大家都可以还有很多时间可以用厕所，因为还要等食物等等的。So if you come back and you haven't got a chance to use the restroom because you have to wait in line, no problem. Just come back. We'll do the meal chant, but there will be plenty of time as people are getting food and so forth to use the restroom. Okay?
And this is the ending of our first part. And after lunch at 12:30, we'll gather again. We have more story and a special sharing from Rabbi Heng Sure, who talked to us from Gold Coast, Australia. We're very happy to see everyone here at Berkeley Buddhist Monastery. And after his sharing, we planned to clean up everything.
Yeah.
And we end around 2:15 p.m.
Okay, so wish everyone well and see you in about 5 minutes. Amitofo.
Amitofo. Amitofo. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You see the guy bit? Yeah.
No, he can't play with me anymore.
No more.
No, he walks like this now.
Oh, really?